Hi Virgo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're actually doing the monthly readings, okay? So looking ahead at July, seeing what is happening for you, okay? Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. Every single like and comment and subscribe, it really does help out the channel. Being such a small, non-monetized channel, every single little bit really does count. So thank you so much. This week we are using, I've got the I Don't Care Oracle as well as the Love Angels Oracle deck. The Lenormand deck I'm using this week, we have the Slavic Folklore Lenormand. Okay, so getting into it for you, Virgo. Splitting the month, start, middle, and end, seeing what is going on. Okay, Virgo. What is going on for Virgo? Start, middle, and end of July. Start, middle, and end of July for our Virgos. Okay, this deck is still pretty new, so very slippery. Doesn't like to be shuffled. Okay, Virgo. Start, middle, end for Virgo for July. Okay. I did see that one flip in the while I was shuffling then, so it's obviously come on out. Starting July off in a really good zone for the looks of things here, Virgo. We do have got a drink. Cheers. All right, so a reason to celebrate. There may be a bit of a party vibe going on for you at the moment, Virgo. We also see do not regret anything. So making the most of those opportunities. So, if you are invited to events, parties, that kind of thing at the moment, have that drink. No need to hold back at the moment. You'd rather, live regretting something that you have done rather than something that you haven't, is the vibe I'm getting here, Virgo. Got a drink. Cheers. Celebrating. I am picking up probably a lot of people around you at the start of July as well. A kind of very social energy going along with that, like sharing in the fun, sharing that playful Virgo energy with the people around you. Don't regret. I keep getting don't regret the things that you haven't done. So, if you're unsure as to whether or not to do something, just go ahead and do it. I'm getting another thing now. I'm getting it's better to seek forgiveness than to ask permission. Okay, so that might mean something for some of you at the start of July. Clarify this energy for Virgo at the start of July, please. Yeah, letting go of all those burdens you've been carrying. Some things have been heavy, carrying some heavy loads at the moment, Virgo. That's the cross energy there. In this particular deck, it does talk a little bit more about, the cross that you've been bearing, that you've been, this weight you've been carrying around on your shoulders. But, it's definitely lifting here with what I'm seeing. The cross also does talk about a strong sense of religion and spiritual energy as well. Having faith that things are going to turn around for you. Having faith that the things that you give to, you will receive back in return. It's giving me the threefold law, that the energy that you put out, you receive back times 3. So the more that you give in a positive, happy way, the more you receive back in a very positive, happy way. That's the bouquet, the flowers there, which is all about giving. Okay, giving your time, your love, your energy to the people and things in your life. So the more that you give, the more you get back. It's very reciprocal energy as well. It's like a reward for all your hard work because you've been carrying so much around, and now that you're finally finding that you're able to start releasing some of those burdens, you've finally got that reward for all that hard work you've been putting in. We do see the lily as well, which is, it does talk about giving the most of yourself when it comes to, emotional, um, like your emotional intimacy with people. So being vulnerable, open, and honest with people emotionally, but also, being very kind-hearted and giving your kindness to others and sharing. If you've got very strong, for some of you, this is picking up. Like strong religious type morals. It may not necessarily be religious morals. It may just be, very strong, maybe old fashioned type morals here where you seem to be leading the pack when it comes to that at the moment, Virgo, and really, coming from a very moralistic point of view at the moment, which, very virtuous area within yourself at the moment, and sharing that kindness and that beautiful virtue and peace within yourself and your own actions, knowing that you're doing the right thing. It's actually inspiring that energy to come back for you as well. So sharing in that lovely energy during the start of July is going to really work out for you. Okay, we do see in the middle of July, cool, relax, everything is fine. So we see the girl here tangled up in that tree, just hanging around. Cool, relax, everything is fine. So it does bring to light that meme where it's the dog sitting there going, everything's fine, and the world is on fire around him. But this is actually meaning that it's not paying attention to the negative stuff and not allowing that negative stuff to, get a grasp on you, allowing it, sort of water off a duck's back, just allowing it to, float on by. Yes, that's going on. That's tangled me a little bit up here, but whatever, relax. It'll all work out somehow. I'll be able to undo that mess. It'll undo by itself. I'll fall out of that tree eventually. It'll be fine. Which, is actually, we're seeing here, I've got superpowers. So I am feeling that this is kind of your superpower at the moment, Virgo, to be able to maintain that positive energy, and you're going to be able to manifest that back towards yourself. I'm definitely seeing like a manifestation type energy here where, the more that you go, yep, everything's going to be fine, the more likely that it is going to work out totally fine for you. So, the more positive energy you're giving to things at the moment, it's like this superpower where actually, Virgo's giving this really positive energy. So, okay, cool. Virgo says it's going to work out, so it's going to work out. It's kind of like everything you touch turns to magic at the moment, Virgo, that you do have this beautiful sense within yourself that, I can do this. I feel like this is self-empowerment for a lot of you, where it's really just knowing that, whatever's going on, whatever tangled mess you might find yourself in, you're like, I've been through worse. I can get through this as well. This is my superpower, that I deal with the stuff and I just get it done. Staying very grounded within your own energy and staying very grounded and positive being the high point for you here, Virgo. Staying very positive is definitely seeing you through this month. Okay, you may even find some things happening that you're just kind of like, I'm kind of getting the vibe of like, how we all know, like, oh, our device is listening to us, right? And it's like, oh, I'll talk about unicorns. Oh, I really want to go and buy a unicorn, and then I'll start seeing ads everywhere I go, all about unicorns. This is you. You're the algorithm just within yourself, Virgo. You're kind of like realizing that you've got this superpower that, if you say something's going to happen, all of a sudden it happens. And it's not because you've picked up on this is going to happen. It's because it's like, oh, Virgo said that that's going to happen. So we'll do whatever we have to do to, change everything around so that it happens the way that Virgo says. So it's feeling kind of like a superpower for you at the moment, Virgo. It's coming through really strong that you're like the algorithm that as soon as you think, I really would like, I would love some chocolate today. And all of a sudden, you run into someone and they're like, oh, I just bought all this I just got all this extra chocolate. Do you want some free chocolate? Have some chocolate, Virgo. And it's just like out of nowhere, all of a sudden, all the algorithms are working for you. Okay, Virgo. What's going on for Virgo in the middle of July? Which is a good way to be, Virgo, because we do see the tree coming through here. So, you are learning a lot more about yourself, and you are really, you've healed a lot, I feel already. You're realizing that there's a security, a dependability for you in how far you've come. I do feel as though for a lot of you, because we have the anchor and then the mouse coming through as well here. So I do just kind of feel that this is an energy where you're actually kind of, it's got to do with your self healing and the way that you've healed and the way that you're kind of telling yourself, I got through this loss in the past. So, I can anchor myself through any storm that comes my way. I know that I've got this inner security and I know I can depend on myself. And I know that, I got through some horrible stuff in the past. I lost this and I lost that, and that was taken from me, and that stressed me the F out. But you know what? I got through that. And I'm mature enough and grown enough now to know that this is just part of life. Everyone has ups and downs, and I'm stable enough and secure enough in myself that I can see myself through the downs. Even when I'm in that tangled mess, I know that everything's going to end up working out for me somehow, and I have faith that it will. So it's kind of just really showing that you yourself, Virgo, you're the anchor, holding yourself steady throughout whatever you like. Bring it on. Whatever comes my way, I know I'm going to be fine. I know I'm going to get through it. Yeah, it might be hard. Yeah, it might stress me out. But you know what? Like, this is part of me maturing and growing and learning and healing and being me, living my life. So it's actually a really stable, dependable energy you've got here, Virgo. I do feel as though you guys this month are, you may have a lot of people, you know, needing your support this month, because you're going to be sort of a lot more stable than a lot of people around you, I feel, this month. So maybe that's why you're having a commiseration drink even with somebody. They're going through some stuff and you're like, let's just have fun, let's just enjoy the moment, and live life without regrets. And you're kind of bringing that peaceful vibe to the party, that kindness, being kind by just, you've got this, we've got this, it's all good. All right. But we are seeing a bit of a pull on the past there, not only with that mouse, but we also have the memories comfort us card coming through here. So I think you're actually, you've healed yourself enough from whatever's gone on in the past here, Virgo, that you're now starting to sort of find some sort of a comfort, finding that stability. Like I said, with the anchor, that the comfort that you're finding from the past is seeing how you managed to get through that and knowing that you got through that. And if you got through that, that was crazy, you can get through anything else that happens for you here. And, you're also realizing too that whatever you've healed from in the past, you've gotten to that point where you healed enough where you can actually look back with fondness and kind of go, look, I'm kind of glad that that happened. It was horrible. And, I felt so lost and confused when that first happened. I had to grieve that when I lost that thing or person. But do you know what? I'm kind of glad that it worked out that way, because it has allowed me to grow. It's allowed me to have this, this in my life now, which you maybe didn't have before. So you're kind of comforted by the fact that you have this sense within you that I can get through anything in the future. And you know what? There was good times along with the bad. That even though, there was some bad stuff that's happened in the past, that yeah, it helped me learn and grow. And there was a comfort in knowing that I got through that. And and knowing that there was a comfort in experiencing that, because you know no matter, even when it's like, because I'm picking up here for quite a few of you, it was like a relationship breakdown, a loss of a relationship for a lot of you in the past, that you have been healing from here. And for some of you, you're like, do you know what? There was good times. You're now able to look back and see that it wasn't just all hurt and pain and grief and sorrow. There were good times. There were good times in amongst it all. And we also have a communication type energy here with that letter picture there. It does say, what if you could send your problems away today? Rather than actually sending your problems away today, I kind of feel as though this is you talking to yourself in the past. Like if you're kind of like communicating with yourself in the past, like if only I knew then what I knew now, is kind of what I'm picking up. That, what do I wish I could tell myself as a child? There may just be something there that you may need to just reflect on. What would you tell you, like, in order to really find comfort in those memories? What would you now, if you wrote a letter to yourself 5 years ago, 10 years ago, as a child, what would you put in that letter? What would you tell what would you tell yourself as a child about the experiences that you are going to go through in life? Would you tell them to, if you meet this person, run away? Because would things have been the same? If, I feel like you're just processing things in this way where you're like, no, I needed to be in that situation, and I needed to know that person and be with that person. So maybe you wouldn't actually change that. Maybe you would actually be like, look, you're going to go through some stuff, but, everything will work out for you. So I feel like there's just a moment of reflection in all that for you at the end of the month there, noticing how far you've come. Okay, clarify the end of July for our Virgos. Yeah, pretty much what I just said. We have the mountain here, so you're really paying attention to the challenges that you've overcome, all the obstacles that you've faced in your life and overcome. Okay, so you really, you look, I've put in all this hard work. Would I really change that? Would I change these obstacles that I've faced? Because look at what's happened after I've gotten through those obstacles. Here's that abundance. And we see the fish here, which does talk about abundance and wealth. And so you're kind of telling yourself, if I didn't climb those mountains, would I have found that abundance on the other side? Would I be where I am today if it wasn't for those obstacles that I had to face? It's a bit of self-reflection coming through. And then we do have the snake card as well, which is in this deck, it is wrapped around a tree as well. So it does talk heavily about, I feel like for you, it's talking about, reflecting and understanding more about your true passions, about, the role that sex and passion has played in your life, and where that has gotten you, in the past, and where you want to go in the future with that, your true ambitions and desires when it comes to, life in general, abundance, sex, everything, work, just in general, those obstacles in the future. Are you going to give in to temptation in the future? How do you want to, are you going to deceive yourself that these obstacles were not necessary for you? Really clearing any self-deception that you've gotten yourself into in the past, and enabling yourself to sort of light the way for the future for yourself here, Virgo. Overall, I feel like your month is going to be very, very positive, and a lot of self-reflection, and just having gratitude for where you're at, I feel, for a lot of you. Okay, Virgo. Anything else Virgo needs to know for July? Anything else Virgo needs to know for July, please? I love it when they just say the same things I've been saying all along. Okay, make the effort, Virgo. Love is worth taking risks. You're called to move forward. Okay, so keep on keeping on. Stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life, will bring more happiness into your life. Okay, positive thinking, and very interestingly enough, faith. Stay optimistic. I emphasize that because we also have faith Okay, angels are working behind the scenes to make this flourish. Okay, so stay optimistic, have faith, everything is working out. You know, everything is coming up, Virgo. I love it for you guys this month. You're gonna probably have a relatively good one. Okay, so I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, Virgo, and you stay grounded, stay optimistic. It's really going to pay off for you this month, and you are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. But hopefully, I'll see you all again soon.